Charlotte said there was a boat hidden on this island. Whoa. You couldn't hide a boat there. Okay. Good. Hi, Charlotte.
Hi, yourself? What are you doing? More importantly, why are you doing it without me? Don't you like my company?
Oh, yeah. Well, look, we spent lots of time together so far, haven't we?
But nothing happened.
What are you talking about?
Oh, sure we went skinny dipping.
Yeah.
Then we went back to the main house. We walked along the beach and we didn't even hold hands. What's the matter, Jake? Don't you like women? Or is it just me you don't find interesting?
I wish Charlotte was interested in Lucky instead of Jake. I mean, why can't she be interested in Lucky? All right, well, I know why she can't be interested in Lucky, but I would feel a lot better if Lucky was the one that was punking her for information.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I wasn't very thrilled when she had her eyes set on Zoe either.
Well, that makes two of us. But Charlotte, she is one fine-looking woman. Just lucky for me, I happen to be married to the most beautiful girl in the whole world. Huh?
Sweetheart, that's very nice of you to say, and very wise.
You know, this is very frustrating. I can't do anything but sit back and watch Charlotte throw herself all over Jake, and for all we know, she doesn't have any answers that are going to help us. Then all of this agony is going to be for nothing.
Well, I think all we can do is hope that these pictures I took turned out and find a way off this island quickly.
I'm not gonna find a way anywhere if Cord doesn't show up with those negatives. Where is he?
You know, Johnny walked in and Cord and Tina yesterday when they were developing the film. I mean, Cord was able to cover, but Johnny starts putting two and two together.
No, if Cord's not here pretty soon, I'm gonna go looking for him. But don't panic, okay? We're in this thing deep enough as it is. I don't want everybody driving themselves crazy by inventing things. All right?
Good morning, Tina.
Good morning.
Boy, did a cold wind just blow by, or are you still angry at me for what happened last night?
Well, what do you think?
I think I owe you an apology.
I think you're right.
Okay? I apologize. I shouldn't have treated you like a possession, as you put it. I know that you're a woman who's got a mind of her own, and it was wrong of me to ask you to pick between Cordero and myself. It was a crude, macho thing to do, and I'm sorry.
Fine.
Am I forgiven? Tina? Why do I feel like I just apologized for nothing?
What do you mean?
Well, you're obviously looking for someone, Cordero, perhaps?
Now, why would I be looking for Cordero?
I don't know. Let's ask him. Cordero!
Johnny,
You got a minute?
Look, don't even start this
relax,
right now.
Relax. I just thought we would have a little chat.
About what? After what happened last night, I don't know what's left to be said, do you?
Oh, I think that there's a lot of things to be said, as a matter of fact. Like, one thing is, what were you and Tina really doing last night in that broom closet?
Come on, this is ridiculous, Johnny. I already told you I had a stain on my blouse. Cordero was kind enough to help me try and remove it, okay?
I don't know why you want to open this up again, pal. Unless you want to call both of us liars to our face.
Oh, no. I'm not calling anybody anything. It's just that I find your story a little hard to believe. Especially after I found this in the broom closet last night, after you two left. Now, what's it gonna be? Another tall tale? Or the truth?
Here's what to do when you don't find the rainbows in this time. Here's where you go when it looks like the rain won't end. Don't cry. I'll give you tomorrow. Let me be the one to share it with. And each day that follows, 'cause we only have one life to live.
Charlotte. I love women, Charlotte, and I find you interesting.
How interesting.
Very interesting.
But not interesting enough to take advantage of the opportunities we've had.
Charlotte, I think you are a very attractive woman. Believe me.
Thought you hadn't noticed. What about, desirable? Is that a word you could use to describe me?
Yeah. Very, very desirable.
So what's the problem?
It's no problem. It's just, you know,
What, you shy?
No, I'm old-fashioned. I told you that. And you think that's funny because I like a little romance, because I like to take my time, because all those things are important to me. You think that's funny?
No, they're very, very important to me, too. If there's time, but you know that this summit meeting is not going to last forever, so we're on a tight schedule.
I know. But it's not me, it's Whitey. You know, he was very, very upset that I didn't have fresh fish for him at dinner the other night. He was.
Wait, no, you said he wanted ribs.
You know, you're right. But it was tonight, I was thinking, I got the opportunity, why don't I go catch something fresh? That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, well, you've already caught something fresh, but if you don't reel me in soon, you're going to lose me.
Charlotte, come on, I got some work I gotta do here.
All work and no play makes Jake a very dull guy. No, not now, not here. Not now. Why? I think this is a perfect spot.
I know, but somebody could walk in on us.
Care? Let them.
I care. I do.
Oh, then you are shy.
No, I'm employed. I want to stay that way. You know, Whitey catches me goofing around with you, and he's gonna fire me. Yep.
You saying you don't want to make love to me?
No, I just don't. I just don't want to get caught. That's all.
It's fair enough. So why don't we go someplace more private? Someplace far away from prying eyes.
Someplace maybe off the beaten path where nobody could find us.
Not unless they know enough to look for us.
A secret place sounds great. Where is it?
My room.
I'll tell you the truth about this, Johnny. I haven't got the slightest idea what you're talking about.
Me neither. I don't even know what that little gadget is. I mean,
Come on, don't play dumb. You both know what this is.
Mind if I take a look at it?
I haven't got a clue. Do you know what it is, Cordero?
No, I don't know what it is. I wish I did. It might make a nice paperweight.
Johnny has the developing tank. I have to do something.
Sarah.
Well, J.D., you are a gentleman and a hero. Do you know that?
What's going on?
I was frantic when I thought I had lost this.
That's yours?
What is it? It's my developing tank for developing my film. Where did you find it?
In a broom closet downstairs.
Oh, thank my stars. You know, when I went down there and it was gone, I thought for sure somebody just walked off with it.
What the hell were you doing in a broom closet in the first place?
Frank, don't start with me. Now, I set up this developing tank in the broom closet long before I had been chastised for taking my nature pictures. And I might add, I think it was very mean of you to rip the film out of my camera and expose all those pictures. I can't believe the beautiful pictures I took of all the wildflowers on this island, honey. Well, I would really like to see them. Yes, I've been reading a book on the native flora. Yeah, well, it's too bad. They're gone. Along with my chance to win the This is Paradise photography contest sponsored by our local hometown paper.
You look here, I wouldn't have to destroy anything if you would use what little brains God gave you.
Well, I never.
I know you never, otherwise you wouldn't be stupid enough to think that you could just walk around this island taking pictures in the first place.
And just what was I supposed to do when you were at your silly little meetings, huh? Sit up in my room, fiddling my thumbs?
Well, after this little fiasco, you're lucky I don't lock you in that room for good. Now, give me that thing.
You are really starting to be a thorn in my
And
side,
don't you
Whitey.
worry, I'm not going to let this pea-brain get her hands on this thing again.
Hey, Brain, I happen to be your wife. Remember that? And as such, I demand a little respect, Whitey. Do you hear me? Well, are you happy?
Tina, I'm sorry.
don't apologize, Johnny. I mean, yesterday you treat me like a piece of meat, and then today you find a totally new way to humiliate me.
Well, yeah, but I thought that
And I thought that you cared about me. That's what you've been saying all this time, that you care about me, right?
Well, of course I care about you.
Then how could you treat me so shamelessly? I think that you owe an apology to both Cordero and to me. Well?
I'm sorry.
Good. Now, I think it's time that you and I have a little discussion, something that is long overdue. Come on.
What do you think you were doing just then?
I was helping Cord and Tina. I mean, they were in trouble. I had to think fast.
I don't like you jumping right into the thick of things, honey.
Oh, I'd already been caught with the camera. I just thought it made sense that the developing tank was mine.
It's true. It was our only way out.
Yeah, I know. I don't know what I'd do if anything happened to you.
Listen up. Thanks for the save. That was really close. As much as I hate the idea of Tina being alone with Johnny, I'm glad that we got a chance to talk right now.
So, did you discover anything by looking at the negatives?
Marco and I checked them out pretty well. We think we did find something.
Yeah, well, what'd you find?
It looks like there's a corner of a building in one of the shots. There's something that could possibly be part of the roof or
That
something.
could be the drug lab.
Yeah, quite possibly. Although the negatives were pretty unclear. Why don't you take a look yourself?
Well, that would definitely make sense why Greg got all bent out of shape when he found me taking pictures on the pad.
I'll take a look at these and see if I can find anything. Damn it, the meeting's about to start. Honey, take these, hide them in our room. Okay, I don't want to be carrying them while the meeting's going on.
Time to head in, Whitey.
Yeah, I'm right behind you. You just stay out of trouble, all right? I think they may be leaving this guy back here to keep an eye on you. Let's go, Cord.
Whoa, not just yet. I'd like to find Tina, see if she's okay.
All right, hurry up, though. I don't want these guys to start asking questions.
Understood. Hey, Jake. Charlotte.
Now, will you look at that hussy?
Jake, why don't you just climb on down from there and whip up some breakfast for me? Now.
Duty calls.
Do I detect a note of relief in your voice?
Oh, no. I'm dying to be with you, Charlotte.
Then there's no need to be disappointed. I mean, after all, how long does it take to fry an egg?
You know, I don't know why we have to stand around here and just do nothing.
Well, I could think of something to do. I could rip every hair out of that woman's head.
I have a better idea. Let's get out of here and find some way to get off this island quickly.
Well, that sounds good, but what do we do about this newly appointed shadow here?
Well, I don't know. I guess we'll just have to find some way to take care of him.
Commissioner, I arrived in my office this morning and I found a memo on my desk regarding the cutbacks that you made in the police who patrol the waterfront area.
Well, yes, I did make the cuts because you tightened the budget. Well, there's not enough money to go around. Well, something's got to give.
I agree, but I'm afraid you have made the cuts in entirely the wrong areas. Commissioner, my campaign against drugs is only just starting to become successful. If you would care to stop by my office sometime, I will show you statistics that prove that the drug sources are drying up in this town. There are fewer sellers on the street because there are fewer drugs to sell.
Victoria, I never had any doubt of that.
And the figures regarding the amount of addicts who are turning themselves in for treatment are also very promising. They cannot get the drugs to supply their habits, so they are seeking help. And that is how we win the war on drugs, Commissioner. We are saving lives by stopping the drugs from coming into the town. Now, I don't care what it takes. I want you to put those cops back on the waterfront beat today. I'm quite sure I've made myself clear.
Yes, I'll see to it, Mayor Buchanan.
Good. Do it, please.
You didn't have to bring me all the way out here to chastise me.
Johnny, this isn't funny. I am really angry about the way you've been treating me.
How many times do I have to say I'm sorry?
I don't want you to say you're sorry. I want you to change the way you're behaving. And look, just get this idea that there's something going on between Cordero and me. That's ridiculous.
Maybe you're the one who ought to open your eyes. I'm telling you, that guy's got the hots for you. No matter how he tries to hide his feelings, he was a goner from the moment he saw you. I know it.
Do you think that makes one bit of difference to me?
I don't know. Does it?
Of course not. Whatever his feelings are for me, I don't share them. And I resent that you are even thinking that I would encourage another man's attention.
Yeah, well, you sure do spend a lot of time with him.
Yeah, well, we have bumped into each other occasionally. Now listen, Johnny. If you are so jealous that you can't stand to see me talking to another man, then we should just end it right here and right now. I can't stand it.
Wait, Tina, wait. All right, you're right. I'm sorry. I'm acting like a jealous, possessive fool again, but I can't help it. I felt this way since the day I met you.
Listen, Johnny, I don't belong to you. I don't belong to anyone, all right? I'm with someone because I want to be with them, not because I have to. And the way you treat me, when you doubt me, it really hurts.
The last thing I would ever want to do is hurt you. You mean too much to me.
I hate to spoil the moment, but, didn't you say that you had a meeting this morning?
Oh, that's right. Boy, being with you made me completely forget about business. You're a very special woman. I promise I'll never doubt you again. As long as I know that you care about me, nothing will ever go wrong between us. Bobby. Is everyone in there?
Yeah, they're in the dining room waiting to start the meeting.
Okay. I want you to do me a favor. Keep an eye on Whitey's wife. Wherever she goes, I want you to follow her.
I got it, boss.
Don't call me that around here. I'm just Johnny or Mr. D, understood?
I'm sorry, it just slipped out.
Yeah, well, don't let it happen again. Ladies.
Here goes. Don't pretend with me, Missy. I have eyes. I see what you're trying to do.
I really don't know what you're talking about, Mrs. Whitehead.
Mr. Whitehead is what I am talking about. You're trying to make time with my husband.
Oh, no, I assure you, I'm not trying to make time with anyone.
All right. Now, you might have everybody else tricked with this mousy little act of yours, but not me. Not me. I know that underneath there is a seething woman just dying to get out.
No, I have never seized in my whole
All right, now, you
life.
get back here right now.
Ow, Mrs. Whitehead, you're really hurting me. Ow,
I am trying to teach you a lesson, young lady.
Well, maybe you should be taught a lesson, you little southern shrew. Oh, you little bimbo, leave me alone. You, I hate
please,
you, I hate
please,
you.
a little decorum, huh? I can understand that. Just...
Woo! Nice. Thank you. Excuse me. Thank you. Ready? Okay. 1, 2, 3. Once again. 1, 2, 3. Come on. Sweet dreams. Okay, let's get out of here.
Before we start with today's agenda, Johnny D has something that he'd like to say.
Thank you, Greg. As you know, I've pretty much just sat back and listened at these meetings, and since I'm only Carlo Hesser's lawyer, that's the way it should be. But before I came here, he asked me to make one thing absolutely clear, and that is, even though he is temporarily indisposed, he is still in charge of his operation, and he intends to keep it that way.
You hear that, Whitey? Keep your nose clean.
Now, gentlemen, please. Nobody is pointing a finger at nobody. Carlo just wants to make sure that his authority is not questioned. And he hopes that doesn't cause a problem for anyone here.
I have no problem with that.
Me neither. Carlo's been around the block a few times. He knows what he's doing. And a deal's a deal. We don't challenge his authority, and in exchange, we get our share of $1 billion drug shipment. So you can tell Carlo I'm behind him 100%.
I am sure that Mr. Hesser will appreciate the vote of confidence. What about you, Mr. Whitehead? Are you still a part of the team?
I'm sorry, Johnny. I don't like to play ball unless I have total confidence in the team's manager.
Are you questioning Carlo Hesser's abilities?
No, I'm questioning his tactics. I've been stuck on this dadgum island for days now. I've yet to see 1 ounce of the stash that I've been promised.
All in good time, Mr. Whitehead.
Well, your boss may have all the time in the world, but I don't. Now, I laid out good money for drugs that were supposedly being processed right here on this island. I want to see what I paid for, and I want to see it right now.
You'll get your share when Carlo gives it to you. You got that?
I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the man in charge, so why don't you just back off, flunky?
I am the one in charge here. Johnny D is just a mouthpiece.
I was born at night, but it wasn't last night. Now, it's obvious that Johnny D is Carlo's eyes and ears, so you get this straight, Johnny. I don't like waiting around here for something that might not even exist. I think it's time that you show us the operation, or this deal is off.
Oh.
Tina, are you okay?
Lord.
Are you okay?
I'm fine, yeah.
What are you talking about? You're fine. Tina, you practically jumped a mile in the air when I came in here. Did that jerk do something to you?
No, he didn't do anything. He's just jealous, that's all. He thinks you have the hots for me.
No, I don't care what he thinks, Tina. You know, I am sick of this. I'm sick of the way he treats you. I'm sick of the way he treats you like some kind of a possession. I just don't like it, all right?
You don't?
No. And what is this now? All of a sudden he gets this idea in his head? He's a very dangerous man to begin with. But now he's got an idea that I got the hots for you, right? What is that supposed to be?
Oh.
This is great. I mean, he turns into some kind of a green-eyed monster, and now we don't know what to expect from him. Damn it. Tina, would you tell me what you were doing here at Batterley? Why the hell did you decide to come here in the first place with that jerk?
Believe me, Cord, if I could turn back the clock, I would. I would totally avoid Johnny. I would totally avoid this place, like the plague.
Did you honestly believe that he was bringing you here to be an interior decorator, Tina? Didn't you see that he wanted to just get you alone for a little bit so that he can make himself closer to you?
Okay, look, I made a mistake, all right? I shouldn't have trusted him, but I did. I believed him when he said he wanted to be my friend, when he said he wanted to get me out of the mess I was in because he...
All right, Tina, what mess are you talking about?
Nothing. Really, nothing,
Tina,
Cord.
please, don't even try it, all right? Because you slipped up. I heard it. Johnny was going to help you out. With what? Tina, what kind of a mess have you gotten yourself into?
I don't know why you're making such a big deal about this.
Damn it, Tina, will you just tell me what kind of a mess you're in?
It was just with my life, in general, you know, us getting a divorce and me moving back to California and then coming back here and then...
Please.
Cord.
Please, don't do this.
I'm just trying to answer your question.
Don't do it, Tina. No, what you're doing is becoming the old Tina again. The one who can lie to me because it's a hell of a lot easier than telling the truth.
I'm not lying,
Tina,
Cord.
just listen for a minute, all right? When you came back from California, I was going to try to look at you with new eyes. I was going to give you the benefit of the doubt so that you could prove to me that you had changed the way you told me you had. And you want to know something? You didn't disappoint me. You didn't try to manipulate me, Tina. You didn't try to pressure me. I mean, we found ourselves together in these situations, but they just happened naturally. And I discovered that you could change. And I saw the woman that I had met. I saw the woman I fell in love with. The woman that I lost somewhere along the way. So please, Tina, talk to me, all right? Because I don't want to lose her again.
I'm trying so hard to change. I want to be the person that you want me to be.
Talk to me. Tell me the truth. What are you doing here, Tina? What kind of trouble are you in, girl?
Big trouble.
How big?
Real big, Cord. I owe a whole bunch of money to a lot of unsavory characters here at Batterley. Johnny told me if I came here with him that he might get them to forgive the debt that I owe him.
Money, Tina? This is all about money? Money that you owe these criminals?
Yeah.
Tell me the truth. Tell me from the beginning what is going on. Slowly, all right?
Okay, I met Johnny in San Diego, and we were just friends, right? Yeah. That's all. And then we we decided one weekend to go away to Las Vegas, you know, to try our luck. And I was using the slot machines, and then I decided I would hit the roulette table, and I would, I started winning, you know. I was doing real well, but then it just...
You started losing, right?
Yeah, big time. And I wanted to quit, Cord, but I just couldn't. I just couldn't quit without, you know, leaving with the money that I'd walked in with. And so Johnny went over to these people that he knew, and he borrowed some money. And he brought it back to me, and I used that to try to get back the money that I'd lost. And I lost that too. Cord. I didn't know. I didn't know that he was a gangster. I didn't know he had borrowed the money from them or anything. I mean, I didn't know this was a whole mob summit meeting. I just thought that they were business associates. That's what he kept telling me, that they were business associates and they were going to help me.
You believed him, Tina? You believed all of that? Lord, how could you be so stupid?
Contrary to what you might think, I am not in charge around here. I'm only Carlo Hesse's attorney, and hopefully his voice of reason.
I don't think asking to see what I paid for is being unreasonable. Do you?
He's got a point, Johnny.
I agree. We've been here a long time, and we haven't seen the goods yet.
Maybe if we could just see the lab or the warehouse.
As I said, all in good time.
I swear, this man is the tap dance king.
I don't know. Maybe Mr. Hesser's house is not in order.
Or maybe he thinks we trust him so much we don't need to see the goods.
And maybe he doesn't trust us.
Gentlemen, the purpose of this meeting is to ease tensions, not to create them. Now, I know how hard each and every one of you has worked to get where you are today. But I remind you that Carlo Hesser has worked just as hard. And he has helped each and every one of you along the way. For instance, Mr. Larkin. Who was there for you when the feds were breathing down your neck?
Carlo.
And Mr. Hanson. Who lent you manpower when your rivals were trying to take over your territory?
Carlo.
Mr. Gill. Who helped your lawyers to keep you out of jail?
Carlo. He's always there when you need him.
Yeah, and he will always be there for you, each and every one of you. He promises that. And when Carlo Hesser makes a promise, he keeps it, be it good or bad.
Is that a threat, Mr. D?
No. Just a reminder. We are all interested in protecting our investments, Carlo Hesser included. Now, you know that, and he knows that. I mean, is it any wonder that so many precautions were taken here on Batterley?
It's not the precautions. I want to see results.
Don't worry, Mr. Whitehead. We're almost ready for distribution. And when we are, believe me, you're going to get exactly what's coming to you.
Your breakfast, Mr. Whitehead.
Put it right here on the table. I'm still questioning whether or not Carlo can maintain control from his prison cell. Now, from what I understand, this new mayor in Landview, she's all but wiped out the whole drug business there.
Look, I don't care what you've heard. Carlo Hesser is still in complete control of the situation, and nobody gets in the way of his business. Nobody. Not even Mayor Buchanan.
So, Harding, our little plan didn't work out, did it?
Well, no, I tried to blame it on the budget, but I couldn't make it fly. She's insisting that the police are back on the waterfront immediately. She's the mayor. I've got to follow orders.
Don't worry, my friend. I fully understand you're walking a fine line. The last thing I want you to do is blow your cover by being an uncivil servant to the Madame Mayor. Besides, I've already informed the right people about what a problem Vicky Buchanan has turned out to be.
What does that mean?
It means I'm not going to allow her to stand in my way or in the way of the drugs that are being processed at Batterley. When they're ready to move, Vicky Buchanan will be eliminated.
What? You can't do that, Carlo. This is not what I signed on for.
Harding, when it comes to business, I can do anything I damn well please.
I know I did something stupid, Cord, but you don't have to be so angry at me.
But gambling, Tina. You've never cared at all about that before. How could you get involved with all that?
It was just something to do. I don't know.
To do with Johnny D? You had to go gambling with Johnny D. You couldn't... Why couldn't you be like everybody else? Take a bus.
Cord, I went with Johnny because I was lonely. Are you forgetting that the whole reason I was in California is because you didn't want me in your life anymore?
I knew it would be tough for you, Tina. But you took CJ, you know? You took him with you. You had him there with you.
Yeah, and you had Deborah, and you had Gabrielle, and I don't even know who else you had. You had those people to make you feel wanted and to make you feel desirable, Cord, and I had nobody. I had nobody. When you rejected me, I just wanted to crawl into a corner and just die. I don't want you to feel sorry for me. I just want you to understand where I was coming from when I met Johnny. I mean, he walked in, he was nice. He made me feel attractive. He made me feel like I was worthwhile. And, okay, he was the wrong person to get involved with, but I didn't know it at the time. I didn't know. I mean, I was just so desperate for some attention, for some kindness, and he was there, even if he was the wrong kind of person.
I don't know what to say. I feel like a jerk because I'm giving you such a hard time about this, and I'm partially to blame for what happened.
You're not to blame, Cord. I mean, that's what makes accidents right. I mean, these things, they just happen. It's not your fault.
Tina, the only mistake you made in all of this was not coming to me. Tina, if you had come to me, I would have helped you, all right? And you never would have had to go to these criminals for help.
Cord, I couldn't go to you. I felt so ashamed. I mean, I couldn't say, here, I'm trying to show you that I can make my life on my own. I'm grown up and I'm independent and I can take care of myself. And then I'm supposed to call you up and say, help.
Yes. That's exactly what you're supposed to do. That's all you've ever got to do. Because you want to know something? If you had called me, I would have been there for you in a flash.
I guess I really screwed up then. I mean, I just proved how untrustworthy I was. Cord, I don't blame you for hating me.
Oh, come on, Tina, don't say that.
No, just say it. Come on, admit it. I know what you're thinking. Tina screwed up again. She just ruined everything, and... It's okay if you hate me. I don't care.
I don't know.
Oh.
I have never seen anyone take so long to make breakfast and wash one tiny little frying pan.
Forget I made the coffee, toast, bacon.
Yeah, well, now it's time for the sweet rolls. So how about if you serve them to me personally up in my room?
Sounds like a great idea, Charlotte.
I was hoping you'd say that.
Right.
Quick, before you...
Listen to me. Charlotte, wait a minute, please.
How many times do I have to tell you? Not at all.
Johnny, can't you see I'm busy?
Yeah, me and everybody else.
What's that supposed to mean?
If you will excuse us.
Yeah, no problem.
I'll catch up with you later.
Don't you have any pride?
Johnny, what has gotten into you?
What has gotten into you? You're Carlo Hesser's daughter. Stop acting like a cheap tramp. You said that you were going to get close to Whitey Whitehead and that you were going to get information out of him, right? But do you know, the minute his wife comes onto the scene, you ignore him and you start throwing yourself at his cook.
Ah, I get it. You had a bad meeting, so now you're taking it out on me.
Yeah, I had a bad meeting. Whitey is starting to catch on to the fact that I'm the one who's really in charge around here.
Little does he know that Daddy picked the wrong one to be in charge.
Charlotte, please, back off.
What's the matter, Johnny? Have I hit a nerve? While you've been wasting your time going toe-to-toe with Whitey, I've learned something from his cook.
Like what?
Like he has many talents. None of them are in the kitchen.
Yeah, that's obvious by the way you start to drool every time you come within 10 feet of him.
Oh, just forget it,
No,
Johnny.
come on. Hold it. What did Jake say to you?
Well, nothing definite. But as they say, there's more to a person than meets the eye. And if you would just cool it, let me do things my way, I'm sure that I can find out more than you ever expected or could ever hope for.
There has got to be something on this negative to help us find what we're looking for. Well, are you sure that this is even the right side of the island? Yes, I know I came this way. All right, let's go. Wait a minute. I know I was at this spot. In fact, I sat down on that rock right over there. All right, did you take some pictures? Yes, I did. All right, pretend that you have a camera and start taking pictures. I know that sounds strange, but sometimes it helps to bring back your memory. All right. There it is.
Gord, I'm so sorry. I am.
It's okay.
It's not okay. I made a huge mess out of everything.
Listen, I'm glad that we are both here. I'm better. Because the thought of you being here alone with Johnny D would drive me nuts. So I am glad that we are both here. Now, does that make you feel any better?
Yeah. I don't know what to say, Gord. I can't even believe that you're talking to me still.
Tina.
I just feel so stupid.
Stop it. Stop being so tough on yourself, Tina. Because you really have done a lot. You've been trying so hard to change.
How can you say that? I've just been failing.
Hey, come on. People don't change overnight. I mean, I know that. Do you? Tina, I can tell already how much you have changed.
How can you tell?
Because there was a time when you wouldn't even have thought about telling me the truth. And now you have. Right?
Right.
So there you are. And you listen to me. I want you to go tell this Johnny D that you found another source for all that money you need, okay? And you tell him as soon as you get off this island, you will pay him back every penny. All right? And then that is the end of your mess. And it's also the end of Johnny D.
Gord, I can't stop seeing him. I mean, everybody keeps telling me he's so dangerous, right? And if I pull away right now, he's gonna know that there's something wrong. He's gonna think he's gonna put two and two together, and we're gonna be in worse trouble than we were. Look, don't try to talk me out of it. Look, as much as I despise that man, I can't just pull away from him just because I'm scared. I mean, there's all these people who are expecting me to keep him in the dark so that I don't... What are you laughing at? What are you...
Tina Lord Roberts, putting other people's welfare ahead of her own, will wonders never cease. You have changed, Tina. You want to know something? I like it. I like it a lot.
There, what is? It's right there. Can't you see it? What? It's camouflaged a little bit, but I mean, it's right there in the distance, right through those trees, see?
Oh, yeah. Maybe I do see something.
Right, what does that look like to you?
A roof, maybe?
I know I wasn't imagining this whole thing. Come here, look at this. Huh? Look at this. This is the corner of the roof that Cord thought he saw.
Yep, I'd say that's a match.
That means we're going in the right direction.
Okay, let's get going.
Wait a minute. What are you doing?
Well, I'm gonna go and try and find the spot where Greg ambushed you. Obviously, you were too close to the lab. Now let's go find it.
Wait, right now?
Well, yes. Don't you want to know what's going on there?
Well, yes, I do, but I mean, obviously it's a lab or a warehouse or something.
Right, so let's investigate.
I think we should go back and get Bo.
Sarah, we can't do that, okay? What if someone follows us? It was hard enough to get here now. Now, come on, this is our chance to find the lab.
Megan, this could be very dangerous.
We're already in danger, Sarah. This is our way to get out of it. Now, I think it's worth a try.
All right, no unnecessary risks. Agreed?
Agreed. Come on, let's go.
I'm telling you, Bo, judging by what those guys were talking about in there, they mean business.
I know. We gotta stop this operation. We gotta get to Vicky before they do. But I can't make any headway in there.
I know, but I'm glad that meeting broke up when it did.
Yeah, I saw the lip lock that Charlotte was throwing on you when we came into the lobby.
That girl is a barracuda. She's nothing but trouble, and I'm having a hard time staying out of her way.
She was after me before she set her sights on you, so with Sarah around, I'm glad she redirected her aim.
Yeah, well, I'm not. Because Sarah and Megan, they're sisters. They're very territorial. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean, but things could be a lot worse.
How?
Charlotte's a very beautiful woman. Now, Carlo Hesser, he could have a daughter ugly enough to make a train take a dirt road.
Yeah, but I think I would prefer that, because then maybe Megan would believe that I'm not really after her, that I just need the information.
Women. You can't live with them.
You can't live without them.
Where's Sarah and Megan, anyway?
I don't know. I haven't seen them all morning.
I told Sarah to wait up there in the room until after the meeting. Now, I just called her, and there's no answer. Oh, that's the guy that was supposed to keep an eye on Sarah, I swear.
Johnny, we got trouble. Whitey's wife and that mousy friend got the drop on me.
Where'd they go?
I don't know. They must have decked me so they could just get rid of me for a while.
Oh, come on, we gotta find them fast.
Did you hear anything they just said?
Just mousy friend.
We gotta get to the girl. Go.
A pre-wedding fight leaves Dawn with second thoughts on General Hospital next.